A peptic ulcer is a painful sore that develops when the lining of the digestive system becomes damaged by gastric fluids. It can appear in the walls of the intestines, lower esophagus, or stomach. Loss of weight, vomiting, and indigestion-like discomfort are a few of the signs of peptic ulcers. Ulcer dietary is formulated to relieve the symptoms of gastric ulcer recurrence and to stop new ulcers from developing over time. The discomfort and irritability brought on by these ulcers on the walls of the stomach, esophagus, or small intestine can be lessened with the aid of an ulcer diet. Some foods, such as cherries and grapes, aid in the healing of injured tissue. Others, such as liquor, aggravate ulcers and put at risk the gastrointestinal tract's built-in defenses. In today's video, let's learn deadly foods to avoid for peptic ulcers. 1. Alcohol. Alcohol can weaken and aggravate the stomach walls, which can lead to gastritis. Peptic ulcers and other problems can result from gastritis if it is not addressed. Additionally, inflammatory responses can aggravate ulcers, which can hinder the recovery process. It's advisable to refrain from consuming liquor entirely. Alcohol can delay the recovery of gastric sores. Additionally, it may make gastric ulcer signs worse. Excessive alcohol use may increase your chance of bleeding sores, which can be life-threatening. 2. Milk. Here's the burning question. Will milk assist with an ulcer? Milk coats the stomach lining, which may help to briefly relieve ulcer discomfort. However, milk also increases the amount of acid and digestive acids produced by your stomach, which can aggravate sores. 3. Caffeine. Coffee contains caffeine, which can stimulate acid to be generated, causing peptic ulcers to be more severe. Alcoholic drinks can damage the GI tract's protective membrane covering, which can result in severe irritation and bleeding. In addition to increased gastric acid production, caffeine from drinks like coffee beans and liquor has also been linked to peptic ulcer aggravation. 4. Fatty foods. Fatty meals can change the structure of your gut lining, making the H. pylori bacteria more likely to thrive there. They can also cause acid reflux and promote the increased production of gastric fluids, which can aggravate your ulcers. Avoid eating a lot of extra fatty foodstuff. They can cause regurgitation and raise gastric acid. 5. Spicy dishes. Spicy foodstuffs don't necessarily cause ulcers, but individuals who already have one may discover that occasionally certain foods aggravate their pain. People who experience agony after eating chilies may assume that the food was to blame for their ulcer, but in reality, eating chilies only intensified their pain. Avoid meals and condiments that contain hot peppers if you have gastric ulcers. 6. Salty foods. The sodium in our foods reacts with stomach microbes, leading to ulcers that can impact the digestive system. Consuming excessive sodium has been linked to elevated blood pressure, cardiac attacks, and stroke. The ulcer-causing bacteria Helicobacter pylori can be activated by high levels of salt, making it more virulent, and increasing the risk of an individual developing a serious gastric illness. Olives, pickles, and other seasoned veggies contain a lot of sodium. They have been associated with an increased chance of H. pylori ulcers. 7. Chocolate. Caffeine-rich products, including coffee, tea, caffeinated beverages, and some candy, can boost the creation of gastric acid in your stomach and cause acid reflux problems. These gastrointestinal responses may make your stomach sores worse. Caffeine-containing drinks should also be avoided. They can lead to a gastric pH imbalance. 8. Seasoned meat. Heavily spiced meats, luncheon meats, bacon, and cooked, fatty meats should be avoided. Avoid eating a lot of extra fats because they can cause reflux and raise gastric acid. Patients with ulcers should refrain from consuming too much red meat. This meat takes too long to break down, increasing your stomach's acidity, which irritates the stomach and exacerbates the symptoms. Replace red meat with poultry or turkey. When your doctor reports that your ulcer is fully cured, you should continue to follow an ulcer diet before returning to your regular food habits. Daily, try to consume fewer servings rather than bigger quantities. With each meal that you eat, stomach acid builds up. Big meals necessitate a lot more of it for digestion, which can be uncomfortable. For better digestion and less acid reflux, finish eating at least 2 hours before going to sleep. Try to relax for a few hours after your last meal. Chew your food thoroughly, it will help your digestive system recover if you're ulcer from peptic ulcers. Avoid deep frying. Stick to low-fat culinary techniques like roasting, braising, and barbecuing. Also, limit your use of butter and oils when you cook, as these can be harder to digest. See you in our next video for more educational tips. Remember to like, share and subscribe to our daily posts and videos. Thank you for watching.